Welcome back on into Fox 43 AM Live, where I'm joined now by Miss Brenda Culbertson, a solar system ambassador here from NASA. How are you doing today?
Doing pretty well.
Yes, doing well.
Keeping busy.
Oh my, well, I can imagine you got a lot going on this week.
I do.
So tell me exactly what we can expect to see and happen here towards the end of this week.
Okay, on Saturday morning we have a partial annular eclipse from the Topeka area, well, northeast Kansas. We'll see about 60% of an annular eclipse. If you were farther west, you'd see the whole thing. But from here, we'll see quite a bit of it, but about 60%.
That is so awesome. Do you, I mean, how do you really determine how much of it we're going to see by chance? Is it just you guys, do calculations and it's, very mathematical, of course, but how is, and I guess normal human terms, is there a way to explain how you guys can determine that?
Well, the closer to the center line of the eclipse, the more you'll see.
Okay.
And so it's a distance measure, and we're far enough away from that center line that we won't see all of it.
Okay.
And if you get far enough away, you won't see any of it. But fortunately, we'll see a little more than half.
That is so cool. And you guys are going to be, you're hosting a viewing, at least, right, of this. Do you mind telling me kind of the details of that so people know, AKA me,
Sure.
where they need to be?
Sure. The Department of Physics and Astronomy at Washburn University is actually hosting a viewing session Saturday morning. I'll be there helping them, and we'll have equipment set up, and I'll have some eclipse glasses. I have a small supply, so I'll give those out as long as the supply lasts. And we start at 9:30 Saturday morning. That's this coming Saturday morning. And the eclipse actually starts around 10:43. I need my little sheet here. The eclipse starts at 10:23.
Oh, wow. Okay.
For the partial phases, annularity begins at 11:52, and the maximum eclipse is at 11:54. Then it progresses away. So I love seeing the partial phases, seeing the moon kind of bite away more and more of the sun.
Would this be considered kind of the partial?
This is a partial.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And this would be the maximum. So this is what we would see at the maximum time from northeast Kansas.
Because you said we're only seeing that 60%, right?
Correct.
That's wonderful. Okay. And
I'm sorry. The Crane Observatory crew, the physics club, and some of my assistants and I will be there to set up and help people have a good observing. We'll be on the lawn south side of Stouffer Science Hall.
Okay, wonderful. And those are the glasses too, right? Do you mind if I pick them up? Is it
these are safe solar glasses?
Wonderful.
Banner Creek Science Center in Holton sent those.
Oh, yeah, that is completely black.
It should be. Those block out 99.9% of all the energy the sun sends our way. But Banner Creek Science Center in Holton will be set up during Fall Fest at the square in Holton, and they'll have a supply there for minimal cost.
Okay, great. And so, I mean, if someone by chance can't come out and view with you guys at Washburn, what do you recommend that they do to safely observe the eclipse?
Pinhole projection is a good way. If you have a straw hat, loose woven straw hat, you can put that on, and that will project the images onto your shirt.
Oh, cool.
And,
okay.
There's
ways, right?
There are many ways, yeah. Pinhole projection, too.
And you said this is, we're going to be having one similar to this again next year, right? Do you mind speaking at all to that?
Well, next year in April, there's a total solar eclipse, and from northeast Kansas, we'll see about 90% of that.
That is so cool. What is, sorry for all these questions.
Sure.
What's the difference really between total and a partial? I think it's just how much is covering?
Well, a partial is just the percentage is covered. A total, the whole solar disk is blocked by the lunar disk. An annular, which this one is, you'll see a ring of fire around it because Moon's farther away and appears smaller. So you'll see a little bit of sunshine around it.
That is so cool.
But that's just one thing that's happening this month. It's a solar eclipse.
What's the other thing that's happening this month?
The other thing is International Observe the Moon Night.
Oh, great.
And I will set up on Burnett's Mound, and that's the 21st. Shawnee County Parks and Recreation open the gates to Burnett's Mound.
Oh, how cool.
And let us go up and set up equipment. People can come up. We're there from 6 to 9 p.m. And we will observe the nearest natural celestial neighbor to Earth, and that's our moon.
Oh my goodness, how
And we'll
cool.
have first quarter moon that night.
Oh, that'll be really pretty.
All this is free
man.
and open to the public, and no registration, so just come out.
Need you say more then, right? People love that.
I do.
Just bring yourself, right?
Just come. You can bring your cameras, bring your telescopes if you want to share the view. You know, if you set up equipment, there's going to be a line behind you.
Oh yeah,
So
well,
people
that's so
wanna see.
awesome that you're offering that equipment, you know, help with viewing, because sometimes it can be a little difficult to, you know, work a telescope and know if you're doing it properly. So that's just awesome. You guys
That's what we do. I do through the Solar System Ambassador Program, NASA JPL, and that's what I like to do.
Hey, I sure as heck enjoy observing our beautiful sky as well. It's really pretty. Yeah.
Come on out.
And so we'll post everything after the show, Brenda, so people know exactly where they got to go to see with you all at Washburn and then at Burnett's Mound for Observe the New Moon Night. I think that's going to be a really, really great time, really spectacular, out of this world, some might say, experience, right?
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for Brenda for joining the show. We appreciate you.